it's actually working. That's good. Hi folks, today is the 23rd of April 2015, and if my mum and dad were still alive it would be their wedding anniversary today, April 23rd 1938. So just mention that. And I'm just here in the studio. I'm just here, I'm not really doing anything sort of special, it's just very run-of-the-mill, but I'll just show you what I've been doing. I've actually been doing a bit of glazing here. Glazing of these. In fact, I had already glazed them and decorated them, and I've had them hanging around for so long and they didn't get fired, and they got all kind of mucked up and bird poop in them and everything. So I washed them off and I've re-glazed them. These little double bowls. So there's those. I've got a few of these star paddle type pots, which I'm going to be. They're easy to glaze. You just pour in, swill it around, and then pour it out basically with them, and that one and that one. And then just down here I've got some sort of variety of tea bowl type character bowls, which are, I'm sort of like making up my mind with these as I go, because they're all a little bit individual as they are, you know. So you saw me actually, I think, either put these into the kiln or take them out, I can't remember, in the last bisque. These ones I have actually, I've done a wax decoration on those. Maybe we'll glaze these ones in a second. These ones are waiting to be glazed. Here, this one, like a wax crisscross decoration. This is just a sort of abstract design. Abstract, yes. This one is waiting. Oh no, it hasn't. It's got some wax on it, on top of the glaze. Didn't see that. Oh yeah, I'm going to actually put some wash over that. Probably some blue wash. Then these ones are like glazed on the inside, you see, and then I've sort of like held it at an angle and then poured from a teaspoon, just let it run off, you see, and then I've just added dots and then iron oxide flecks from the end of my brush, like that. You got to get in the flicking mode, you know. But if you do that, if it's got, like, if you load up the brush and just go like that with your finger, it'll flick like that, you see. And then this will actually be now sprayed over with wood ash. Another one, pretty much the same. It's a fairly sort of free kind of decoration, although I am a bit fussy about how I actually like it, if you know what I mean. It's not haphazard totally. There is a degree of haphazardness about it, but it's not totally haphazard. This one, I'm just getting this to show you what I did it with. This one you see, but then I used this guy and I squeezed and let it run down, sort of like holding it at an angle like that, so you get the no, actually I tell a lie, I didn't do it like that. No, I remember. I squeezed it and I started at the bottom here and I just went like that, you see, to get that effect. You have to experiment a little bit, you see, don't you? So, what else have I been doing? I've actually been on the wheel just a little bit this afternoon. Get a light on here. Oh, there we are. and I made these little bottles, which just felt, they're only £1, felt inspired to do. They're actually thrown, and then what I do is I get out my and I torch them in situ, you see here, on the wheel, stiffen them up a bit, and then I pull some little handles and attach the handles so they're all done, you see, and then I cut them off the wheel, and that's it. There's no more to do. So we'll see how they turn out. I did another little number here, which is a small little, this one's actually squashed. Actually, that was, I got the inspiration from that, from this maple syrup bottle. Yeah, I sort of kind of found the form pleasing, and I thought I'll have a go. So you throw that, throw it round, but then you have to, while it's on the, oh, I can't show you this very well because I'm holding the camera at the same time. But if you hold these on either side of it, you see, after you've thrown it round, and then you squeeze these boards together, you see, and then as you squeeze, you lift like that, and you get it to go like that. It isn't entirely finished by just doing that. Afterwards, I then have to, while it's still leather hard, I have to true up the form, you see, using a paddle. Useful thing is a paddle. So yeah, and then I finish off the bottom, just the corners there, just so they aren't sort of sharp. Yeah, that's it. That's about it. Hey, why don't we just go over here, and I'm just going to we just glaze these quickly. Got a bit of glaze here in the bucket. Let's give it a stir. Yeah, sorry about the last clip. The memory card ran out, if you remember. So these guys, I've got, let's see, I've got 4 over there, I see. Let's see if... Okay, so here's one of those. Maybe we can double dip that, you see. So down like that. And then shake. Now the wax should resist, yeah. If it doesn't, give it a blow like that, you see. And then, yeah, you know, you see the inspiration for that decoration is, in fact, is the shape, the actual shape of the pot becomes the line that I decorate with, if you see what I mean. If you do that, you kind of get a decoration that is sympathetic with the form, which I think is important. Okay, there's that one. Another fella here. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, that's a sort of another kind of decoration. That. This one has got the wax crisscross You have to move quite fast when you do this. You see how that can work quite interestingly. One more. Useful to know how to double dip. There's that one. So we'll put those aside now, let them dry. I may add a little bit of iron oxide in places. That's that, and I had one more that I was going to, okay, quickly, just move this thing closer here. I've got some pigments there, you see, iron oxide and cobalt and such, so I'm going to actually brush over some, I've got a bit of cobalt here. You need like a wider brush though to do that. So what have I done? I put a glaze over this, and then I let it dry, and then I took some wax resist, yeah, I did a decoration, let that dry, and now I'm going to band around a little bit of cobalt. So let's go. You need it quite wet to do this. You need quite a lot of, it sucks up the moisture, the water pretty. Alright, so I'm going to revolve the banding wheel, start at the top and go down. I may have to reload the brush, depending. Yeah, I'm going to give it just a little more. Don't like it too weak. Don't like it too overpowering either, you know, it's difficult. You've just got to... There you go. Just to show you that technique. It's all different techniques, you see. That's what it's about, you see. Learning different techniques. So I shall probably also now add a little iron somewhere there, just to give it a little relief from the blue, so it's not all blue, 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 because I know people like blue, but I don't like it too violent blue. Okay folks, thanks for joining us. Please, I've got some pots over there waiting to be sprayed with wood ash. I'm not going to do that now though. Please visit my website simonleachpottery.com, and we are opening, or I should say reopening, my Etsy shop, which I have had closed for a long time. I've actually had an Etsy shop when it first came out, pretty much. So if you check Etsy, you're going to see some tankards there. In fact, we may be switching the gallery thing on our website to an Etsy gallery on our website. So yeah, go there. We're getting some tankards up there right now. So by the time that this video goes live, there should be a selection of tankards there on our website, on our Etsy shop, which is there on the website. Okay folks, join us for a workshop. We've got dates there if that interests you. We don't take very many here, usually up to about 5 people, so if that interests you, then think about coming along for a workshop. Okay, hey, keep practicing. I'll see you.